Welcome back. I'm your host, James, and today we have a special episode that many parents can relate to. We're diving into a significant milestone school registration. Joining me is Maria, who is registering her kids for school for the very first time. How are you doing today, Maria?
Hi, James. I'm feeling a mix of excitement and nerves, to be honest. It's such a big step for both me and my kids, and I can hardly believe the time has come.
I can imagine. This is definitely a pivotal moment. Can you tell us a bit about your kids and why you chose to register them now?
Absolutely. My son, Ethan, is starting kindergarten this year, and my daughter, Angelina, is going into first grade. It feels like just yesterday they were toddlers, and now they're ready to embark on their educational journey. I want them to start in a supportive environment where they can thrive.
That's wonderful. It's such an exciting time. What has the preparation process been like for you?
Oh, it's been a whirlwind. From researching schools to gathering all the necessary documents. I didn't realize how much goes into it. I wanted to ensure I made the right choice for both of them. There are so many factors to consider.
It sounds overwhelming. What factors did you consider when choosing a school?
Well, I looked at several aspects. The school's curriculum was crucial. I wanted something that encourages creativity and critical thinking. The teacher-to-student ratio was another important factor. I want my kids to get individual attention. I also considered the extracurricular activities they offer because I believe in a well-rounded education. Lastly, I wanted a school that emphasizes a strong sense of community and values diversity.
Those are essential factors. Did you visit any schools before making your decision?
Yes, we visited a couple of schools. I wanted Ethan and Angelina to get a feel for the environment. It was so important that they felt comfortable and excited about this new experience. We even took a little tour, and the teachers were incredibly welcoming.
How do they react during the school visits?
They were thrilled. Ethan was especially curious about the playground and all the different activities. He couldn't stop asking questions about what they do during recess. Angelina loved seeing the classrooms. She even imagined herself making new friends. It was heartwarming to see their enthusiasm. I knew I made the right choice when I saw their faces light up.
That's great! So what's the next step in the registration process?
Next, I need to fill out the registration forms and submit various documents like birth certificates and proof of residency. I want to make sure everything is in order so there are no hiccups on the first day. It's a bit daunting, but I've been trying to stay organized.
Have you encountered any challenges during this process?
A few. Understanding the school's requirements and deadlines was overwhelming at times, juggling work and family responsibilities, while keeping everything organized has been a challenge. I had to create a checklist to ensure I didn't miss anything.
I can only imagine. Have you sought help or advice from anyone during this time?
Yes, I reached out to some friends who have older kids and have been through this process before. Their insights were invaluable, especially when it came to what to expect on the first day. One friend shared her experience of how her son was nervous and what she did to help him adjust.
That's a smart move. Community support is so important. Speaking of the first day, how do you plan to prepare your kids for that big day?
I'm planning to have a fun back to school night where we can pick out their outfits, pack their backpacks, and even read some books about starting school. I want to make it feel special and exciting. We might even have a little countdown leading up to the first day.
That sounds like a fantastic idea. How do you think they'll handle the transition from home to school?
I think it will be a bit of an adjustment. Ethan is a bit shy, so I'm a little worried about how he'll adapt. He's had some playdates, but being in a classroom setting with new kids will be different. Angelina, on the other hand, is more outgoing, so I think she make friends quickly. I've been encouraging them both to talk about their feelings to help ease any anxiety.
It's natural to have those concerns. Do you have any strategies to help them adjust?
Absolutely. I plan to talk to them about their feelings and reassure them that it's okay to be nervous. I also want to encourage them to share their experiences with each other since they'll be in the same school. It might help them feel less alone in this transition.
That's a great approach. Communication is key. What subjects or activities are your kids most excited about?
Ethan is excited about art and music. He loves being creative and has been drawing non-stop lately. Angelina can't wait for science and reading. She's such a little bookworm. They both love exploring new things, so I think they'll thrive in a school environment.
It sounds like they have a great balance of interests. Have you thought about how you'll stay involved in their education as a parent?
Yes, I definitely want to be actively involved. I plan to attend parent-teacher meetings, volunteer for school events, and help with homework. I believe staying engaged will help both them and me feel connected to their education. Plus, I think it shows my kids that their education is important to me.
That's so important. What do you hope they take away from their school experience?
I hope they develop a love for learning, make lasting friendships, and feel confident in their abilities. I want them to know that it's okay to ask questions and be curious about the world around them. Education is not just about grades. It's about growth and exploration.
Those are wonderful aspirations. Have you thought about how you'll celebrate their first day of school?
I'm planning a little celebration at home with their favorite dinner and a special treat. Maybe some cupcakes with "Welcome to School" written on them. I want to make the day memorable and let them know how proud I am of their new adventure.
That sounds perfect. It's all about creating positive memories. Now, let's dive deeper into how you're feeling about this transition. What emotions have you been experiencing as a parent during this time?
It's a roller coaster of emotions. I feel excited, proud, and also a bit nostalgic. Watching them grow up so fast is bittersweet. Sometimes I find myself reminiscing about their early childhood moments, and it makes me realize how quickly time flies.
That's so relatable. It's a blend of joy and sadness, isn't it? Do you find yourself reflecting on your own school experiences as you prepare them for this new chapter?
Absolutely. I often think about my first day of school. I remember feeling nervous yet excited and how my parents helped me prepare. I want to create a similar experience for my kids, where they feel supported and ready to take on this new adventure.
It's so important to draw from your own experiences. Have you shared any of your school stories with them?
Yes, I've shared a few funny stories from my childhood, like the time I accidentally wore mismatched shoes on the first day. I think it helps them see that everyone has their own experiences, and it's okay to feel a little nervous.
Those personal touches can really help them feel connected to you. What other activities do you have planned to help them transition smoothly?
I'm also considering setting up playdates with some of their future classmates. I think it'll be helpful for them to meet a few new friends before school starts. Plus, it gives me a chance to connect with other parents too.
That's a fantastic idea. Building a community can make all the difference. Have you thought about how you'll handle any challenges that might arise once school starts?
I plan to keep an open line of communication with both kids. If they're struggling, I want them to know they can come to me without hesitation. I also want to be proactive in reaching out to their teachers if I notice any changes in their behavior or emotions.
It sounds like you're really prepared. What do you think will be the most challenging aspect for you as a parent during this transition?
I think the hardest part will be letting go a little. It's tough to see them step into a new environment where they'll be more independent. I want to give them the space to grow, but also want to protect them from any hurt or disappointment.
That's a delicate balance for sure. Do you have any strategies in mind to help with that?
I plan to remind myself that it's a part of their growth. I'll try to focus on the positives, like how much they'll learn and how they'll develop new friendships. I know it's all part of their journey, and I need to trust that I've laid a solid foundation for them.
That's a healthy mindset. As we near the end of our conversation, what's one piece of advice you would give to parents who might be feeling anxious about registering their kids for school?
I would say to take a deep breath and remember that it's a journey for both you and your child. Embrace the change and don't hesitate to lean on your support system. It's okay to feel nervous. You're not alone in this.
Wise words, Maria. Thank you for sharing your journey with us today. It's been enlightening to hear about your experiences and insights.
Thank you for having me, James. It's been great to chat and reflect on this exciting time in our lives.
And to our listeners, if you're going through a similar experience, remember that you're not alone. Embrace the change and enjoy the adventure ahead. Until next time, keep exploring and stay curious.